Starting in tabletop pose, bring your palms as wide as your shoulders, knees as wide as your hips. Inhale for a cow, we're gonna arch the spine. And exhale for a cat, round your spine in. And we'll do a few rounds of these. Move at your own pace. And just focus on the spine, moving with your breath. Experiment with the length of your breath, the slowness of your movement, and syncing your breath and your movement together. Go ahead and do your last cat and cow. And beautiful. Let's meet in tabletop pose. And we're going to come into a seat. You can bring your feet together at the back of your mat and take a seat back on your heels. Coming into a forward fold, you can bring your weight to one side as you bring the legs out in front of you. We want to connect our torso to our quads, so if the legs are bent, it's a little easier. Let's inhale, lengthen the arms forward and up by the ears. And your exhale is gently going to hinge you forward over your legs. Maybe you catch the feet, relax your forehead down, and we'll take a few slow breaths here. Deep inhale here. And with the exhale, come out of the pose, use your core. Returning to center. For this next pose, I like to use a block. It's totally optional. We're going to come into a seated twist. We're going to bring the left foot stepping to the outside of your right knee. If you have the flexibility, maybe you bend the bottom knee as well. Not necessary, but can help you go deeper. And I like to use a block here behind my lower back. From here, we're going to shift our chest to the left, coming into a twist. And I like to use that block to help leverage my spine to lengthen up a little higher. Option to stay here, hugging the left knee with the right palm, or you can inhale, lengthen the right arm up, extend it to the ceiling, and the exhale hooks your right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Breathing here for a few breaths. And just think about connecting your breath to your body. Maybe with every inhale, you do feel your spine lengthen a little taller. And with every exhale, you find some softness, some tension relief, maybe a deeper twist. One more full breath here. And the exhale releases you out of the pose. And I like to do a counter stretch and just bring my palms to the right side and just open through the chest. for a quick breath and release on the exhale. You can straighten the bottom leg forward, followed by the left leg. You can release any tension in the knees, and we'll do the opposite side. Starting with the right foot, go ahead and step the right foot to the outside of your left knee this time. And you can keep the left leg straight, or maybe you bend the left leg under. Notice how this feels. Maybe you feel a little tight. I know I do. And from here, we're going to gently begin to shift our chest to the right side for our twist. Stay lengthened through the spine, grow tall through the back of your shoulders, the back of your head. And maybe you go further. You inhale, lengthen the left arm up to the ceiling, and you exhale, hook your elbow on the outside of your front knee. And you can always skip that block if it's not working for you, or experiment with what feels good. 3 more slow breaths here. Two more breaths. Take one more breath. Inhale, lengthen nice and tall through the back of your spine. And exhale to release. Take that counter stretch through the upper body. You can hook your right arm up against your right calf and just press to the left. And let's go ahead and release, and we'll come onto our backs. Here on our backs, let's begin with our knees in our chest, and we're gonna hug the shins in. Option to have your palms resting on your shins, or you can grab a hold of your wrist if that feels okay, and we'll breathe here for a few slow breaths. Let's go ahead and take a gentle twist. Let the knees fall down to the right. Gaze to the left. You can cactus the left arm out by bending the left elbow and lining the left elbow with the left shoulder. And let's slowly inhale, gaze to center. And let's take it to the left side. Knees to the left. Gaze to your right, cactus your right arm. Elbow lined up with the right shoulder, and take a few breaths here. From here, we'll meet in a child's pose. I like to gaze to center, bring my knees into center, and then roll to my right side for a fetal pose. And then whenever you're ready, you press into your palms and you make your way up into a seat. And meeting in child's pose. Bring your big toes together, hips back, forehead down. And let's begin to close our practice, ending our practice with 5 breaths in child's pose. That concludes our yoga for soothing the digestive system. I hope this provided you with some relief and some calming energy. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.